What's going on, guys? Monty with Team 360. I released a video not too long ago on my Instagram that said I had an announcement. Well, in the description, I said I had an announcement. And I got a contract recently from Gateway Sports, and I will be representing Gateway Sports for 2026 season. And what does that entail exactly? So, for example, if I have 20 molds in my bag, 10 of those molds need to be Gateway. So that kind of brings me to this video that I wanted to do. I will still be representing 360 Disc Golf in Bremerton, Washington for the 2026 season. And then also be throwing probably at least one or two Doomsday discs, and then the rest of the discs will probably be Gateway discs. So that kind of brings me to this video idea. This is going to be a two-part video because I just ordered my allotment for Gateway. I ordered, I think it's like 7 or 8 different molds to try out. So this video is kind of, as you can see, I have my bag right here. Has some of the discs here and some of the discs here. These are the discs I'm going to talk about, and then these are the discs that are probably going to be um, replaced. So let's start with, it's kind of an in the bag in a way. So let's get into the discs that I am for sure most likely going to keep. Some of these are for sure's, and then some of them are still on the fence. We'll see what happens when I get my allotment because I ordered quite a few discs. So the first disc that I know is staying for sure, and it's a disc I've been using quite a bit lately, and it's a disc that I switched to for my putting putter, and that's a PA3. I'm using it the Fractoplast 300 Fractal Plastic, and I went back to a beaded putter, and I love this faster, more narrow disc, and it's been working really well. It hasn't really made me a better putter, for example. At least it's made me a better putter within the circle, but not any better or worse outside the circle. So I like how it doesn't have a lot of glide either, so I can really kind of commit to my putts. And if I miss the putt, then I know I didn't commit to it because these need some commitment to actually go into the basket. So that's the first sure disc that is staying in the bag. Um, the second disc that I'm pretty sure is 100% staying in the bag is my Toros. Toros have always been, ever since these things came out, they went into my bag, and I have not looked back since. This is the first Toro I ever really got. Actually, the first Toro was a color glow one. I lost it and replaced it with this one. And this one's almost, I want to say, 2 years old, and it's well seasoned. This is my baby. It's the Togepi one that I have like 7 aces with, and it's just a disc that I can punch it hard flat, and it's going to go dead straight with a nice overstable finish. And I swear, with like discs in the star plastic, the more you beat them up, the more glide that they get. And Toros don't have a lot of glide, but this goes as far as some of my actual mid ranges. And then recently I put in a new one. It's the same run, same bottom stamped run as this one, just a lot newer, and hasn't quite earned a badge of honor yet, like this one has with the Togepi. Once this starts earning its way, I have an idea what I want to draw in here, so I'll let you know when that happens. But I'm pretty sure that is a disc that is for sure staying in the bag. The second one that I'm pretty sure is staying in the bag is my MD5. This is just my Toro with a little more glide and a lot more overstability. I use this for a lot of forehand flexes, backhand flexes, anything with spike hyzers. Anything I need skipping too. I'll use this for skip shots as well. That it's an all around good disc. So not it's used a lot. It's earned its badge of honor. It's the Jigglypuff. It's really angry. The only time I really use this is if I'm in a tricky spot or I have to do a shot. not really that comfortable with, that this kind of helps force me into. The next two discs, so that's the kind of putter slash mid range slash approach disc spot that are for sure staying. And then the two discs that I'm pretty sure this is the only Doomsday disc that will stay in the bag, which is a Despair. I've had this bet in my ever since I became an ambassador for Doomsday. This one has been in my bag. It's well seasoned. It's my throw it flat and it just drifts to the right. So it's kind of been my understable, my hyzer flip kind of disc. Um, Not much to say. This is something I can throw pretty light, or like, smooth, not necessarily hard, but smooth on a little bit of hyzer, flips up and just goes straight. Or I can throw a flat, nice and smooth, and it drifts to the right. Or if I really need something, I can hit it real hard, as hard as I can on hyzer. It flips up and turns. So this has kind of been my understable mid. So the other disc that I'm not sure about right now is this Thought Space Athletics Crux. I haven't really found a usably overstable disc that gets a lot of push, has a lot of glide, because the MD5 doesn't have a lot of glide. This does. It's not as overstable either. So this is what I use for like baby flexes, spike hyzers, throw it hard and flat and just let it ride straight with an overstable finish. So this Thought Space Crux is kind of the disc that I ordered a disc with my allotment that this might get replaced with. I think it's called the Gateway Warrior. So we'll see how stable it is compared to this. So this disc here, the Thought Space Crux, may not stay, but we will see. So like I said, that part 2 video is going to be when I get my allotment video, or my allotment discs, and then I'm going to go to a field, record, and put it up against the discs that are for sure out of the bag, and then I'm still on the fence for. And then the last discs that are for sure staying in the bag are two more molds. Let's talk about this one. This is kind of my control driver right now. Just something it's a 11 speeds, one of my distance drivers, but it flies more like a PD, like a beat-in PD, because I used to have a PD, and I hit a metal sign and it took a huge chunk out of this edge. So I had to find something to replace it. This disc is a Discraft Pulse. They don't make it anymore, but this was so beaten in just perfect that I can hit it nice and smooth. If I want like control driver distance, I can hit this smooth. It's going to flip up, turn a little bit, and then always come back. So if I know I need to hit a tight line, but I want to be smooth with it, this is the disc I'm going to be reaching for. So this is one disc that's for sure in the bag staying. And then the last mold that will 100% stay in my bag is my my Innova Wraiths. I have this Worlds for 40 years, 2024 PDGA Worlds Wraith. This one's like really flat. It's just my overstable Wraith. It's something I can hit hard, flat, it goes straight, and has an overstable finish. Or if it's my go-to forehand Wraith as well. So it's something I can hit nice and smooth, flat, and just let it go straight with an overstable finish, or I can put it on some flex. The next in the line is this bottom stamped Wraith. I have this like blue Power Ranger Wraith that's also a bottom stamp that I've had for a long time, and I needed a backup replacement. And this one was a little more stable than this one because this one's been in the bag so much longer. So this is just kind of the next step up. I can hit it hard, it gets some turn, but always has a nice stable finish at the end. I also like this for forehands as well. And then this one here, which is my Blue Power Ranger Triceratops Wraith. It's a bottom stamped one. This is my go-to for everything. Like if I don't know what to throw, like what Wraith to throw, this is the one, because if I throw it on hyzer, it holds the hyzer. It kind of wants to jump up to flat, but doesn't go all the way to flat. And then hyzers, if I throw it flat, it's just going to go straight. If I throw it on Annie, it's going to like not burn over, but it'll like hold that line. This is kind of just the do everything Wraith for me right now. So that's for sure staying in the bag. And then the last one I have here is, I don't know what run this is, but it's this really cool like wraith, double wraith stamped. Has like a wraith here, and it says wraith across the middle. The shape of this one intrigued me a lot when I first grabbed it, because the wing of it's a little lower, and I was like, maybe this is like a understable wraith, and I was right. It really is. I can throw this on hyzer. It's going to pop up all the way, turn a lot, and then always come back. Or if I throw it flat, it's going to turn the whole way over. I could throw this on some sky like distance lines. This is probably my farthest flying disc if I have some room to work it. So it's been a really good wraith. So those are all the discs that are either for sure staying in the bag, or I'm going to be testing them against another disc that I'm going to get from Gateway. They said it's on its way. So let's get into some of the discs that are for sure um, out of the bag. And this one may surprise some of you, but it's going to be my AVR threes. The reason I say my AVR threes is because I feel like I can replace these easily with any disc. And these are the most easily replaced. This one here is El Jefe. It's an AVR3. It's the one that's been in my bag the longest. This one I can throw on hyzer, flips up, and ride straight. Not much to say about that one. It's kind of like I can throw it on a little bit of Annie and it holds it. Throw it on hyzer. It wants to flip up all the way up, but it can hyzer depending on how much hyzer. And then the other one that I carry is this one here. It's a pretty much brand new. Has some rounds under it, but this one I can throw on some flex, and it'll flex out and come back to center. Throw it flat, hyzer's out. Throw it on hyzer, and it kind of acts like my beat-in Toro. So that's why this one's pretty easy, because I can get my Toro to do stuff that this one does. But also, I'm pretty excited about two discs that are going to replace these, that I'm hoping will work out really well, because people have told me they're probably one of their better, like better but least known throwing putters. So I'm pretty excited about that. So stay tuned for that. And then the other two is I have Pathfinders. I have this one, which has been my just like throw highs or it flips up and just ride straight and then finishes, or throw it just flat and it just goes dead straight. Throw it on Annie, it holds the Annie the whole time. So this one, I'm gonna miss these Pathfinders for sure, but I feel like the disc that I'm gonna replace these with is gonna do the same thing. They almost feel the same, except for I think the one I want to replace it with is a little more shallow, which is gonna take me a moment to get used to. And then this one recently I did just break somehow. Yesterday when I played around, I did something or hit something or whatever. This one used to be my throw it flat, and then it would hyzer every time. It was like my more stable Pathfinder, but now it's actually more understable than my owl stamped one. So I don't know what I did to it, but now it's like either the same or more understable, almost my despair. So this one was most likely coming out of the bag anyways, because I don't know what it does right now, because I think I broke it. So that's my AVR threes that are going to get replaced, and my Pathfinders that are going to be replaced. So that's kind of a putter slot and a mid slot that needs to get replaced with Gateway. And then the next discs are kind of my fairway slots. This one is going to be really, really hard to replace, because this is what I call my fairway hunter. I have sharks drawn on it, and it's just, if I ever need a gap that's like anywhere from 320 to 340, that's just like dead straight, or I'm like it's a tight tunnel and I need to hit a gap, and I know I need to stay in the fairway. This is the disc that I hit with, and it's my T-Bird, my Innova T-Bird, and it's quite seasoned. From the profile of the disc that I ordered, it looks like it's going to be a T-Bird, maybe a little more seasoned T-Bird. So we'll see if that disc that I ordered to replace this works out as well as I hope it is going to. The nice thing is the discs that I am keeping, it's only I think 5 molds, and I have like 14 molds in my bag currently, so I technically only need to replace 7 molds. Where if those discs that I ordered don't replace this disc, I can always just keep this disc and still be within my what I have my obligations. So if I have to throw this again, I will. But the next video will be putting that disc up against this one. This is the one I'm more curious about with the replacement because this is a disc that I rely on a lot. The next 2 discs are discs that um, I think are going to be easiest to replace because one of them, which is this Infinite Sphinx, I just threw in the bag because I lost an understable leopard and I needed something to replace it. And this is the only disc in my collection that did what I needed it to. So I ordered a disc that I think will replace this pretty easily. So this Infinite Sphinx, I'm not too worried about it. So that one's going to be pretty easy to replace. The next one that I'm kind of upset that I'm going to probably lose, but I'm excited for this next journey. And Gateway does have a disc that could replace this one. I didn't order it, but I think if I don't need it, it's whatever. But it's my Innova Thunderbird. This one's pretty seasoned. It's my Galactic Hero one. It's the guy I just throw on highs or flips up and just ride straight. It's basically my T-Bird, but my further flying T-Bird. I don't get to throw this very often because this goes so much further. It kind of almost bridges the gap between my Wraiths and my T-Bird. So that's really kind of what this Thunderbird does. And then this Draco that I have here, it's pretty new to the bag. Only reason I have it in the bag is because I needed an overstable Firebird. Because this Firebird is just so seasoned, it doesn't fly like a Thunderbird anymore or Firebird anymore. So I put this one in here, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm pretty sure I think it's called the Blade, will be able to replace. Probably, I'm hoping both of these pretty easily. But this one here, I'm gonna miss a lot. I'm hoping the Blade that I ordered, the profile of it looked like it's gonna be able to replace this one. It looked almost exactly like a Sexton Firebird, which is what this is. So hopefully it flies like this or close to what this is. Other than that, that's really it for the discs. So to kind of wrap things up, this is going to be a shorter video on this side. So to kind of tell you what discs I am actually for sure keeping, PA3 for sure keeping, my Toros for sure keeping, MD5 most likely will be a for sure keeper. My Doomsday Despair most likely for sure keeper. The Crux by Thought Space Athletics is kind of on the fence right now, so we'll see if that one gets replaced. The Discraft Pulse is a for sure keeper, and then my Wraiths are for sure keepers. So the discs that are for sure being replaced is possibly this Crux, my AVR 3s, my Pathfinders, my Draco and my Firebird, my Sphinx, my Thunderbird, and then possibly as well, kind of on the same as this Crux, my T-Bird. So we'll see if all these discs actually end up getting replaced. I should hopefully have my allotment by, I want to say, Monday. And yeah, so stay tuned for that because I'm pretty excited to get to the field and kind of compare these and then hit the course because the 2026 season is about to kick off here in probably a couple months. So I got to get these gateway discs and start learning them quick. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to learn the AVR 3 replacements pretty quick. The Pathfinder replacements pretty quick. The only ones that are going to be kind of a air in the air is my T-Bird replacement and then my Firebird replacement. I know an overstable fairway is an overstable fairway, but one of those overstable fairways I'm hoping is overstable, and then the other one gets some forward push. If not, they do have some other discs in their lineup that I could use until I season one of those. But we'll find out when I get my allotment. Because I try to only carry about 14 to 15 molds in my bag. I'm even thinking about getting a different bag and making my bag smaller because I've noticed the less discs in my bag, the less decisions I have to make on the course when I'm competing. And it's actually been making me play better and more confidently because if I need a straight shot, I got that straight shot disc. If I needed something overstable, I got the overstable, so on and so forth. But yeah, so hopefully we can get that figured out. Stay tuned for that video to come up here pretty quick. Sorry, it's been a few weeks for my videos, but I was just trying to enjoy the holidays. We've had some bad weather. I got a few videos already pre-filmed before I've filmed this, so I'll be editing those and they'll be slowly coming in. And then after those videos, it should be the video for the replacements and comparisons. And then we will do a full on 2026 before the season starts off in the bag with Gateway and what I'm keeping, so on and so forth. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of made me feel awkward. I'm trying to do this in one take because it's kind of late on a Friday and I need to get this video posted. So hopefully you guys like this video. Leave your suggestions below in the comments on any uh, gateway discs that you might know that you might like, that I might like, or that you think are really good, that are suggestions for me. So there's one disc. I'll tease this disc. The one disc that is replacing the AVR 3s is the Chief and the Chief OS. Those are the two discs that I'm really, really excited for. They seem really cool, and I always called my go-to AVR3 El Jefe, which means in Spanish the chief. So I'm hoping those discs kind of it's like destiny. It kind of just works out, and maybe it ends up replacing those permanently, even after the 2026 season. So like, share, subscribe, and I appreciate your guys' support. And let's keep the grind going and try to get some more subscriber counts up. I saw that we have 12 subscribers, so let's try to get that to like 25, and then 50, and then 100, so on and so forth, and keep me um, grinding and trying to get better and try to I'm gonna do some of the other videos for the other gateway molds that I may not. So if some challenges with that as well. So hopefully this gateway thing um, does me well, and hopefully I can play in tournaments a little better and expand the horizon of just playing, because I throw a lot of Innova, so this is kind of outside my comfort zone. So hopefully it doesn't bite me in the butt, and hopefully these discs are a lot better than I've ever given them credit for. I've never really thrown any. The only disc by Gateway I've ever thrown is the Shaman, and I threw it for like 3 rounds, and then I ended up losing it, and it's been gone for like 2 years. So, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, whether that's the comparison video or just a video that I already had pre-recorded. But until then, remember to be good. If you can't be good, at least be good at it. And we'll see you in the next video.